Hello, everyone. Welcome to my introduction. My name is Inez P. Short, and this is for the MPA 520 Public Sector Leadership class by Dr. Trace Rickman. A little bit about me. My husband and I have been married for about 9 years, but we've been together for a total of 17 years. We have two little mini versions of ourselves that we're crazy about, and we have a furry daughter named Indy, who's our beautiful and loving golden retriever. These are some of the pictures that I have of us. We're here in the Bluey costumes, Bingo and Bluey. There's that golden retriever. And then our two kids dressed up for, I think it was like a rock and roll 80s day. We do try not to take life too seriously, and we try to always incorporate humor and fun into our lives. I work for the Department of Children and Family Services as a children's social worker for the County of Los Angeles. Here I am with some of my coworkers. We're actually in a courthouse observing some of the hearings that we will eventually be involved in. And then here I am in my cubicle with one of my coworkers, two cubicles behind me. We're just kind of having fun. Some of my favorite hobbies are I am a plant mom. So I do, I have learned how to have a green thumb, I guess you can say. I'm always watching the newest documentary that's, Netflix has released. We love going to concerts if I can afford it. I also love listening to film score music on a daily basis, and that's just more for self-care purposes. I do love reading, but I haven't been able to read in a very long time. And lastly, I enjoy fundraising or donating to nonprofits when I can. So, a leadership role. When I was a development manager at a nonprofit, I was in charge of a run-walk fundraising event that benefited adults with intellectual and developmental disabilities. I would start planning 6 months in advance, and I was in charge of obtaining sponsors, vendors, as well as all of the behind-the-scene logistics, which it included creating a registration form through a database, creating the t-shirt, ordering some supplies, finding a venue, creating the layout of the whole thing. And so it was a very big fundraising event that I was in charge of. The first time I did this event, it was kind of just thrown at me with a very short notice. So I did have to use an autocratic style leadership. And this was only because I didn't have enough time to ask everyone's input. And it was more of we need to get this done as soon as possible. So that was the first time around. After that first time around, or after that first year, that's when I was able to plan the 6 months ahead of time. And that's when I would actually that's when I used a democratic leadership style. And this helped because I was now able to plan ahead and take everyone's input into consideration. After those first 2 years, I then switched it up to a transformation leadership style because now I had the understanding of the event itself, and now I had a vision of how I wanted to grow this event. But despite using all of these, I do think that my main style is Hersey and Blancard's situational leadership style, because I do believe every situation is different and you have to be able to adapt in those situations. All right, everyone. Thank you for seeing my presentation, and I look forward to learning more about you.